I made it on pretty early today, I think. She's taking a nap. It's 2 o'clock. Okay, so let her take her nap. I'm going to do a live stream. Hopefully she stays asleep long enough for me to get this done. And then we're going to go out for a walk. Make sure I have everything here. Okay. Okay. I'm all set. Here we go. We find it on here. Okay, Brittany for general. You're about to come to a point in your life where you've got some good luck following you. Lots of good luck coming in. Passion and the love cup is full. Leaving regret behind, it serves you. Paying off a bill, a debt, a loan, whatever it is, moves into the past, makes you feel relieved. Bill, loan, taxes, whatever, it doesn't make a difference. Your intuition is heightened. You have the love cup here, the lover's card here. If you're not with anyone right now, you're prepared. Earth sign comes in, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. If you are involved with somebody right now, your current relationship can rekindle, or it can strengthen and get grounded because the pentacles show up. So that would be like a grounding type of energy around a current relationship. Stephanie, Herman's feelings after our combo from yesterday. Okay. Okay, so I don't know what went on in the conversation, but it looks a little bit, he's got mixed feelings. So the death card makes him feel like things are not moving forward or things aren't growing and evolving. The 10 of Cups is positive. He was happy. Maybe he was just happy that he spoke to you. Judgment in reverse makes him feel like the timing may not be right. However, he makes a decision that I think he wants to continue to pursue this. You've got good karma around you. I don't know how you're feeling about him. He's got mild anxiety around him, but the Empress is here. Love, money, abundance, fertility, children if you want them, be careful if you don't. So he may be more interested in you than you are him. And he may have mixed emotions about how he wants to proceed with this. Chloe. I don't see yet. I don't want to lose my spot. So let me do Stephanie. I told him I want to be friends. Okay, that's it. Yeah. He's bummed. He's bummed by that. Yeah, he feels like he wants to control the situation and he can't. He may still be a little bit persistent. He's disappointed. He is disappointed. It's not that he won't take no for an answer. He will. Like, he doesn't come off like he's like a crazy stalker, but it looks like he is genuinely disappointed and he might try again at another point. Allison, 1 year love read. Okay, so it looks like over the next year, you're going to spend a lot of time. You have good luck and you have a wish, so put that out into the universe. But, and the love cup is full and there's passion that comes in. But it doesn't look like things are very stable. It looks like you may explore different things, different people, different situations. But you don't really find exactly what you want. And you leave a lot of things in the past behind. could be that the past is holding you back, or the past has been holding you back, because now you're coming to a point where you're leaving things in the past behind, you're walking away from them, and you're really letting go of them. Any disappointments or heartbreaks, arguments, fights, bickering moves into the past. Leave it in the past, don't take it with you, because if you do, it's going to continue to hold you back. It looks like at some point over the next couple of months, you have a love connection that comes in, and there's happiness around it. But you have to leave the things in the past, otherwise they're going to continue to hold you back. It looks like you have a water sign around you that can be significant between now and next year. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You're going to have choices. The love cup is full, and you start a new journey. But this may not be for a while. You know, like maybe next spring. You have another wish, put it out into the universe. One wish now, and then 6 months from now, I would put out another wish. It's hard to do a whole year's reading like in 2 seconds like this. But basically over the course of the year, it looks like a lot of ups and downs. Things finally move forward when you leave the past in the past, people, places, and things, and really leave them in the past. That's when things start to pick up, and I think it's going to be with the water sign. Thing is that this fucking virus, I don't know, like it's really hard. Like this should have been over and done with in April, and here we are still dealing with this crap. So it's kind of hard to read time now, because everything is being pushed back, and I don't know what the story is with this virus. My father called me today, and he said that he tested positive for the antibodies, which means he did have the coronavirus. The first time he got tested and he tested positive, he had it. Was it the end of the world? It was nowhere near the end of the world. I've been struggling with this cold longer. So I'm really getting to my wit's end with this coronavirus thing, because the people, like my dad doesn't have the best health. He's 75. You know, I mean, he's got psoriasis, he drinks, he works, he's got bad knees, and he's got shit, you know? Anyhow, but so that could also delay everything, which is a real fucking pain in the ass for everybody, for the entire world. It's crazy. Gabby, I'm feeling extremely weird. I don't know why. Okay, let's see. It could be a planetary thing. There's not really anything too crazy or weird coming in. You actually have feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. Like even if you haven't won the war, you've won the battle. You can exhale. It looks like you got some strength around you. There could be an argument or bickering with somebody. 5 of Wands is not the biggest of deals. No longer waiting for your ship to come in. Your life is starting to move forward. You have happiness come in, which comes in over your life. And the Hangman is here, which means you might be feeling a little bit stuck at some points. If you're just feeling weird and you don't know what it is, it could be a couple of things. The cards don't predict anything crazy is going to happen. It could be a planetary thing that's happening in your chart. It also could be that you're picking up somebody else's crap. You know, like somebody else is going through something bizarre and you're picking it up. It may be planetary. Chloe, sorry, you're not a loser. Oh, everybody goes through this. You're not the only one. What are M's thoughts and feelings? Well, right now, I mean, he thinks that you're a very strong person. He thinks you're grounded, down to earth, practical, and focused. He thinks you're kind, attractive. He just thinks that the timing is bad. He's not putting in any effort, and his life feels stuck. Around him, he's feeling disappointed. That doesn't have anything to do with you. That just may be how he feels in his own life. Like, this is it. This is disappointing. You know, I understand that. You know, like you ever just have those days where you're like, okay, this is it. So that's not you or anybody that's making him feel that way. That's just something he's going through right now. But I mean, he feels fine about you. Like it's not like he doesn't like you or he doesn't think you're attractive. He's just not putting in any effort. I don't know what his problem is. I don't know if he's like searching for the next best thing. You know, he's on one of those roller coasters. Like, what else is out there? What else is out there? What else is out there? 'Cause some people are like that, and they're never satisfied. And maybe that's why he's coming up feeling so disappointed. But you know, it's interesting because I was 15 and when I was working at A&P, and the head bookkeeper at the time was woman Joanne. I don't know how old she was, but when I was 15, she was like ancient. You know how like when you're 15, somebody who's like 25 seems like they're so old. I don't know how old she was, but she was married and she was older. And I remember her saying, like, I don't know who we were talking about, guys or whatever, and she said, she's like, I don't understand why anybody would want to be with somebody who doesn't want to be with them. As soon as I hear those words, that's it. I'm like, okay, that's fine. You don't want to be with me? Fuck you then. I wish I had that inside me, because I mean, I'm getting more like that, like the older that I get. But I mean, for years, like years, I was like, I mean, I remember going through moments in time where it's like trying to change, trying to like, oh, well, maybe he likes girls that, you know, dress like this, or maybe he likes someone who's more like that, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. But and then you have to want, like I always say, it always comes back to the core. The core of it is, what is it about me that was still wants to be involved in this? Because think about it, if it was just a friend. Think of it like if it was your best friend or a friend in your group of, you know, circle. If you had a group of, I don't know, 5 people, and one person didn't put in any effort, and one person never returned phone calls, and one person never showed up, you think about it. Like, that person would be like, well, fuck them. I'm not, you know what? I'm not asking that person anymore because they don't show up or they don't participate or whatever it is. You know what I mean? So you would kind of be, thank you, Chloe. You would get rid of the person if it wasn't for those feelings. So why are those feelings wrapped up in something like this? Let me tell you something. I've had to ask myself this question many times over the course of my life. And when people would say to me, because like years ago, like I would be in a therapist, they would say, it's not about the person, it's about you. And I still couldn't get it. I was like, but no, it's not. It's because I really like him, and because we're really good together, and because he's my soulmate. And they would be like, no, it isn't. It's because of something that's going on inside you that makes that situation attractive. Best thing I can say is that eventually it all goes away. Eventually. It takes time, but hey, Stephanie, will my finances improve? Debt, taxes. Okay, let's see. Will my finances improve? Yes, finances will improve, but you've got to be a little bit more decisive and committed. See, this is your problem, indecision. I feel like that's a lot of us have that problem. You know what they say, and this pisses me off, but your relationship, like your relationships are basically all the same. So your relationship to money is similar to the relationships you have with people and things. So like for myself, like I can be really good with not spending money. I can be really good with staying on a diet. I can be really good at doing things I'm supposed to do. The second I fall off, I really fall off hard. So I tend to be all or nothing. So for me, I try to control that. And like, no, you know what? You can go out and buy a lipstick, one lipstick, but you don't have to spend $400 at Sephora. And then you can come home and not beat yourself up over the one lipstick, right? So if you're struggling with like finances and debt, the best thing that I can say is This is what I did when I paid off my credit card debt years ago. I had one credit card that had nothing on it, and I would use that for like necessities. And then I made sure that I never went up high enough. I always had enough to cover it at the end of the month. There never was a balance on that. And then I took the smallest credit card, and every extra dime I had, I sent to that credit card. I mean, this was like before we did online banking. I would mail a check every week, even if it was for $10 or $15. That's how I paid it off. So, I mean, if it's not that out of control, you should, that should be helpful, because eliminating the smaller ones quickly, it will free up other money, and then you can tackle the larger ones, if there are larger ones. Finances, that shit sucks. I hate it. Gabby, general career this month. You may feel like something around career is disappointing. You might even have sharp words with somebody around work. There also could be an offer around you that you're not seeing, but you are going to pay off a debt, a loan, bill, taxes, whatever it is, moves into the past, and it's relieving. And then you have some choices coming up. Maybe by the end of the month you have choices coming in. 9 of Pentacles, you should have more money coming in and strength around your career towards the end of the month. Beginning of the month may be annoying. Stephanie, why do I feel so anxious when it comes to him? All right, I don't know who we're talking about here, but this is what comes up this is what the cards say. It looks like the Knight of Cups is in reverse, which means somebody has lost interest. So if you're talking about this guy that you're not interested in, that would make sense. If you're talking about somebody different, this could be that you feel like the other person has lost interest in you. It looks like things aren't changing. It looks like this person's going to pull away and walk away from this situation. So like I said, I don't know who we're talking about here, but whoever it is that makes you feel anxious, the situation should be ending soon, because somebody's walking away, and that kind of puts an end to the situation. Or it will at least give it enough space where you won't care the next time you have to deal with this person. The anxiety releases. Miss Rosie, what's next for me in A this week? You got the Hermit in reverse. Somebody may be quiet. I don't know if it's you or it's him, but when the Hermit goes in reverse, it's like the kind of thing where I'm not gonna talk about this because I don't want to hear the truth. It's like if you hook up with your ex-boyfriend and you don't tell your best friend because you know that she's going to say to you, well, what the fuck are you doing that for? What, are you fucking stupid? So you just don't tell the person. That's Hermit in reverse. And then once we get past that, you've got the relationship moves forward quickly. Could be spending time around the happy home. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility comes in. So be careful with this card if you don't want children. And if you do, good luck. So first, I think there's a slowdown or somebody's quiet, and then things pick up. Stephanie. I don't see it yet. Let me just do Chloe. Chloe, is Emma a real or a fake friend? Okay, let's see. Is Emma a real friend? Yeah, she has her moments. So the Ten of Cups is here, which means overall, yeah, she's a decent friend, but she's fake. She's fake. I mean, overall, I think like if you needed her in an emergency, your car broke down, you needed her to pick you up, I think that she would do it for you. But I don't know that like day-to-day things. I think she's a little bit fake. Yeah. Like might tell you what you think she wants to hear, and then like you maybe say other things behind your back. She comes off a little phony. But anyhow, I don't think that she's dangerous. Like, I don't think she's trying to use you or hurt you or anything. I just think that, you know, it reminds me of, I always have a story. I have a friend who she always wants to be, she always wants to be like loved, like in a different way. You know, it's like everybody wants to be loved, but like she needs everybody to like her. And that's just how she is. And like she'll have friends like very needy people will gravitate to that type of person because they know that. So she had this friend who like this was the kind of girl that if she didn't have a boyfriend, everybody else in the fucking world had to be miserable because she just made everybody miserable. And and when she broke up with her boyfriend, she would like want my friend to go to her house all the time and listen to her shit. And my friend, right, who had to be the great friend, would go over there. But then, like, to me, like, she would be like, oh, she wants me to go over again. And like to me, I would rather have somebody say, hey, listen, I'm not listening to your shit anymore. Right? Like that's what I would rather have than somebody showing up because they feel like they have to. And she reminds me a little of that. Like, and the same with my friend. Like, if I needed her, I could call her up right now. You know, I'm stuck somewhere, come and get me. And she would. But, you know, she may behind my back say, like, do you believe it? Like, I got to go over there and take care of it. You know what I mean? Like that kind of crap. Marth. Is Arno the guy that you described as my next boyfriend? Okay, let's see. Is Arno the next boyfriend? I'm not convinced 100%, but you have a 33% chance, which means that it might not happen for a while. Like this may not be a relationship that starts until the end of the year or maybe a little bit longer, and that's why it's coming up low. I mean, there's a possibility you do have starting a new journey. It just might take a while. Just don't get frustrated if it doesn't happen tomorrow. Just the timing may be a little shitty. Stephanie, I saw someone saving my pics on Instagram. Felt it was him. I don't know why. Did he show anyone? I feel he's coming on too strong and it's scary. Okay, let's see. How do you know if somebody saves your pics? Because I've accidentally saved pics and I'm like, I don't even know how to unsave them. Like it pops up and it goes into like a box. But if you saw somebody doing this multiple times, like I've done it on accident. Did he show anyone? I don't think he did. He holds himself back. I would tell you to be careful what you put on the internet because the whole world can see it. You know what I mean? And once it goes up, it doesn't go away. It's there forever. Even if you take it down, somebody could screenshot it. I would be very careful with what you put up. Too many psychos out there. Shan, how does SB feel after my text today? He feels good. But you know what? It might be temporary. It's like lover's card, like reconnecting, but then things might, you know, kind of go back to being shitty again. And then you have a new beginning, but then you have another argument. So this may be somewhat of a roller coaster. Anthony, What can I do and what should I do to get contact with her? Just wait. Yeah. The best thing that you can do now is try to detach, try to pull your energy away from her and get busy doing something else. So the more time that you can keep your mind off of her, legitimately off of her, like it sounds really, really stupid, but it works. Especially like it depends on, like, I'm a Gemini rising, so my mouth could be saying one thing and I could be having a conversation in my head with somebody else, because that's just how I work. I'm kind of all over the place, and I can do two things at once. That's a combination of working in retail for so many years and being ambidextrous, which is not a long story. Anyway, the taking your mind off of something and doing something else releases the energy, because you're not focused anymore on that person. When you release the energy and you come out of her energetic field and she feels that you're gone, that's when she's going to get curious. So doing something that takes brain power, like putting something together where you need to read instructions, or learning a new skill of some type that you really need to learn. You can't like paint a bedroom, because you can go up and down like this and you can be having a conversation in your mind. You can be focused on it. But if you're like learning how to knit and you're like really focused on it, then it takes your mind and you will forget. When you forget about her and she's no longer in your mind, then that's when the energy releases and she's going to start to feel you pull away. When she feels you pull away, she'll get curious. It's human nature. It's just how it works. So that's my best thing. Not only just wait a while, but like really try to focus your energy somewhere else. Putting together a puzzle, something that really takes brain power. It sounds stupid, but it works. MA, general for the rest of the week. General for the rest of the week. Okay, you are making a decision either when it comes to love and business, or it could be this. All right, the Page of Pentacles is like the idea of a new business, starting a new business. Somebody comes to you, you're focused on it, whatever it is. Something comes to you. And then the Love Cup is love is full. So it could be like, if your passion is to make jewelry, right? It could be your love, like a business that's about the love of your life, making jewelry, or it could be two different things. It could be love is full, a physical love with somebody, and also talking about some kind of a new business endeavor. You have something to celebrate this week, so it should be a pretty good week. And you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is good luck comes in. Temperance, you may need to have patience this week. Peace comes in. It's kind of a serene week. Things change for the better quickly. And before the rest of the week and into the weekend, you should be pretty happy. Sun is like one of the best cards to get. Ashmita, what's next for me and RJ? Well, it looks like things are just moving along the way they've been. It looks like communication is good. I don't know how often you speak to him, but there could be more like phone conversations. And yeah, communication, that's what's coming in next. Or still, it continues. You have a wish, though. Put it out into the universe. Miss Ronnie. Oh, you're welcome. I'm sorry it was so long. But I could talk forever about that crap. Why does it feel like my job managers are harassing me? Okay. I'll tell you a story about that, which is very interesting. I meant to say it in the video last night and I forgot. Well, it actually comes up that you're pretty stable at work. They have a lot of respect for you, and it's a very deep-rooted, grounded relationship. If they feel like they're harassing you, then, like you're entitled to feel that way. There may be an offer around you you're not seeing. And they also may be, well, somebody's bitchy. There's a bitch here involved. but you guys are not going to argue. Things are going to move forward, and this is all going to go in the past because balance comes back. So whoever it is that's harassing or being an asshole, you know, you just might be the target this week. I noticed that for myself when I worked in an office. Like there would be like, you know, it would be like the person that got kicked around this week. Sometimes it was me. Sometimes it was somebody else. You know, like it's whatever this is, it's going to pass. But this is interesting, and I didn't believe this, and I've never really tried it. But I worked with a woman at yoga she's a little older than me. I don't know exactly how old she is. I'm going to say, well, I don't know. She's older than me, put it that way. Years ago, she said that when she was getting divorced, she's like the nicest woman you ever want to meet. She said that her husband left her with $22 in her checking account, and that was $1 for each year they were married. That's what she said. She had two sons. I believe they were in high school at the time, and she said, I had no choice but to take this really shitty job that was like minimum wage. It sucked. I hated the job, and my boss was a complete asshole. I hated him. So she said that she couldn't quit. She's like, I had nothing. I had $22 to my name and two growing boys. So she said that she changed the way she thought about her boss. She said that every morning she got up and she said, you know what, this is going to be a great day. I love my boss. He's my best friend. He takes care of me. And I'm so grateful to have this job. That's what she said every morning. And she said that over time, her attitude towards her boss changed, and her and him actually became really good friends. She said at one point, one of her sons was going through a really rough time, like in high school. I don't know what he was doing, but he was acting out. And he kind of took the kid under his wing and helped him out. And she said, she's like, till this day, he's still one of my very best friends. And she's like, when I tell you I hated him, she's like, I hated him. I hated him. I hated the job. She has since moved on. I mean, she's a vocal teacher. She's like, she's very talented. She's a dancer. She's extremely talented. So for somebody like that to also be working at a shitty job like that, it's even worse because she's talented and educated and everything else. But anyway, and I never believed her, but every time like somebody really gets to me, I always think about that story because she's not the kind of person, and she even said, she goes, I don't like to talk about myself, but I had asked her opinion about something and she told me that story. So if that helps. Araceli, do you see my finances? How do you see my finances for the rest of the year? Okay, if you're feeling a little bit unstable right now, don't worry because you got more money coming in and feeling a little bit more balanced coming in. Probably relatively soon, like the fall. Feeling like the hard work that you've put out into the universe is coming back to you and starting a new journey with the Fool. So starting a new journey financially could be anything from starting like an Acorns account and saving money, or it could be starting another job, a side business or something like that. But whatever it is, it's positive, and money is increasing between now and the end of the year. Darlene, should I ask Kevin one more time, will he change? I mean, I wouldn't. If you've been asking somebody for something and they're not following through, that's pretty much your answer. But let's see what the cards say. I wouldn't put any more energy into it. It's going to be another argument or another disappointment. 6. Yeah, I don't see this guy changing. It actually looks like he holds himself back more. He seems like a little bit rebellious. Is he an Aquarius? If he has a rebellious nature, then I would say the best way to get to somebody like that is to withdraw from them because they don't like that. You know, like if you're telling somebody what to do, they don't like to be told what to do, but if you disappear, they'll notice. Auntie Charlie, do you see Mel coming back? Why or when? Okay, let's see. He's coming back, yeah. It might be, well, the clubs would be anytime this summer. The Jack would be the 11th month. So I would say between now and November, there should be forward movement. And it looks like when he comes back, things move forward quickly. Knight of Pentacles is in reverse. Things change for the better, and he may want a new beginning. Yeah, the unemployment thing. See, I just actually emailed unemployment for New Jersey because everybody has been telling me that as an independent contractor, I can file in New Jersey because that's the state I work in mostly. But what about what I do on YouTube, like, and my private clients? I don't know if that's going to affect it. And I don't want to get in trouble. I would rather, not do that. So I emailed them to ask because somebody was like, well, it would be stupid for you not to inquire because I've been losing X amount of dollars a week, depending on, and I used to teach a lot of classes. I used to teach like 15 a week, and that was low for me. Before, I was teaching like 22 classes a week. But anyway, it is. It's frustrating. Ashmita, why has the messages calmed down, and will it be good again? He's pulling his energy back. When this happens, I would say pull your energy back. Like for me, like my advice to people always, and I don't care what the relationship is or who it's with, if you're the one putting in all the effort, pull yourself out of it because it's going to throw the relationship out of balance, which then is going to put somebody in the like high on a pedestal and somebody else is like serving the god, so to speak. So like for example, I have a friend. I text him. Sometimes he doesn't text me back. He's just my friend. I don't really care. I'll text him again. But if I've texted him like 5 or 6 times and haven't heard back from him, I let it go. I'll wait until I hear from him. If it's a month later, if it's 2 months later, if it's 3 months later, I don't care. I'm not going to keep putting in effort when I'm not getting anything in return. Relationships don't work that way. No relationship works that way. So it looks like he's pulling his energy back and he's like moving away from this. Things could get better again, yeah, in the future, but not if you, like the more you run after it, the more he's going to run away from it. So I would just kind of like pull your energy back a little bit before the balance winds up, things start to go off balance. MA, love. Love. You have a new beginning coming. Now, Ace of Pentacles usually speaks of a work relationship or a business, but it can be, if we're doing a love reading, it can be a new beginning. It also could be that you have a new beginning in love around your business or their business or school or whatever it is you do all day. There's success coming in around it. And this person, if you're not with anyone right now, you have a very grounded fire sign around you. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, but they may have like Capricorn rising or something. They're very grounded and deep-rooted. You're not holding yourself back and you're about to embark on a personal transformation and things will start to move forward quickly. If you are with someone right now, your relationship would be stabilizing it and getting more grounded because of that heavy earth energy. You also have being at the right place at the right time with the Judgment card. So I would, if you're not with anyone right now, like you could like meet somebody at the ice cream shop. It's just like something random out of the blue. Being at the right place at the right time brings magic into your love life. Eli, will A talk to me soon? Five, six, 7, 8. Yeah, you should have communication soon. Nicole, Karishma texted me this morning wanting to sit down and talk with me and Jeff. What do the cards say will happen? I don't understand what she needs to talk to you about. I just don't understand that. Oh, she's jealous. She's so jealous of you that she can't even see straight. You may see that. You know, it's not, she's not going to come out and say it, but you may sense that when you have this conversation with her, if you decide to have it. You don't have to. She's disappointed. She feels betrayed. She feels like she's not getting what she wants, and she feels unrespected. She's not happy. Look, you don't know her anything. So, I mean, like, like, she feels very weak. She feels like she's on the verge of a breakup. You have choices. You might not feel like it, but you're calling the shots. She feels regretful. I think that she's going to talk about how she feels like she's being victimized by this situation. You're a better person than I am if you sit down and talk to her, because I wouldn't. But you know, that's up to you. What's going to happen is she's going to try to say what she needs, what she feels, and she's going to try to justify her whatever it is that she's doing or whatever she's trying to do. Yeah. Or I would tell her to go. I've just got to the point where, you know, like, being a nice guy with these types of people, it doesn't really get you anywhere. You know, like, what? Fuck her. Ah. MA. What can I expect from him? Okay, I don't know who we're talking about, so it's kind of hard for me. Like, I don't know what your relationship is with this person, but this is what comes up. There's indecision around the situation, feeling a little bit uprooted, unstable, unstable, feeling like you got bad luck around the situation, and feeling a little bit like things aren't moving forward, or like there's not much interest there. You may feel like lack of interest or something like that. Priscilla, when could Samuel the Virgo make a move towards me? Okay, when can Samuel the Virgo make a move? Could be soon, like within the next 3 weeks. Possibly within the next 3 weeks. Chels. How did the Sag feel when I called him my husband yesterday? Celebration, happiness, and passion. He thought it was cute. Oh, you paid off your car. Excellent. Excellent. Did you have the Five of Pentacles in reverse? That's excellent. Oh my God, it feels like such a relief. I got a call from Volkswagen today. Fuck Volkswagen. They're another one on the list. Telling me to call customer service, like Volkswagen Credit. So I was like, oh shit, maybe I didn't pay the bill last month. You know, like, all these days kind of blend together. But when I called, like, my car note is due on the 15th, but you have until like 10 days to pay it. So I was going to pay it Friday. So it's like, oh, your bill is past due 3 days on the automated thing. So they can't be calling me for that. That can't be. So I'm trying to get a representative, and they're like, the call wait time is 25 minutes. And I was like, fuck this. Really? Stephanie, I run my IG page as a business page, and it shows when someone saves it, and someone saves pictures. I have a business page too. Huh. Wasn't bad pictures, but I got scared because he's acting like I'm the one for him. I would just distance yourself from this guy. If you think he's creepy like that, I would just distance myself from him. I mean, it is weird. Like, why would you be saving pictures? Like, you could just go on the page and look at them and save them. I'm also kind of computer illiterate, so I don't know how to do these things. But yeah, take some time away from him. Or if he really starts to give you a hard time, tell him that you got back with your ex-boyfriend. Serena. Ethan has said that he would make a donation to support the stray I'm helping. Is he going to? I think he's going to. Our stray cats over here, they're like laying in the grass. Like, you could walk over near them. They don't move. They don't care. I mean, I'm all right with that. But I know the people around here don't want them here. I think I saw somebody with a trap trying to save them or rescue them. But I just think it's funny. I'm like, normally stray cats scatter. These guys are like laying in the grass. And I never like really saw stray cats play. They're really cute when they're playing together. T-Vet General. Walking away from things that no longer serve you ushers in good change for your life. Things change for the better quickly, leads to success. Or somebody from your past is returning and one thing has nothing to do with the other. Like, it could be like you run into your best friend from kindergarten down, and when you're at the grocery store down the street, and one thing has nothing to do with the other. Either way, you're feeling prepared, you're no longer holding yourself back, and you're about to embark on a personal transformation. Sue, should my brother open trucking business or wait? You know, trucking, like, everybody, like, you need that. That's like essential stuff. So I would say, yeah, open it now. Ace of Pentacles, there's a wish around the situation, and the Lover's card is here. Like, to me, you're always going to need truckers. I don't know what kind of trucking he does, but it doesn't make a difference, because whatever it is, people need to move, or objects need to move. And that's not, you know, like, that's not, like, it does, if it's not like, you know, like, it might be, like, for example, I worked in the movie industry. The job that I had, they sold, felt like movie cameras and lighting and that kind of shit. Trucking for that company may be slow, but I'm sure that all of our trucking companies that aren't working at that company anymore are working for other people, because you still need to move groceries and you still need to move, people are still moving and that kind of stuff. So even if the certain businesses are slow, other businesses still need it. Yeah, can you imagine? And this woman is the nicest woman that you ever want to meet, and he left her $22. Yeah, but she said that he wound up taking care of the mortgage payment. Not right away. I think that she had a struggle with him, but then he wound up paying for the house, which, thank God for that. He didn't put his two kids out on the street like a shithead. But I think that was a really long time ago. Doesn't make a difference how long ago it was. She still had to live through it, you know? TD. Aries. Intentions. Somebody from your past returns, and they're well prepared, no longer holding themselves back. They have a wish around the situation, and they have success. Hope this guy gets himself in gets himself in action, because otherwise I think you're going to lose patience with him and you're going to move on to somebody else. Darlene, he's become a hermit because of COVID, never goes anywhere. I don't know what to say about that, because like you can't change somebody. So if this is how he's choosing to live, you're not going to be able to change it. The sad thing about it is I think a lot of people are going to be like that because they're petrified. And I don't think that this is as scary as they're saying that it is. Now that I know that my father had it, I mean, it's just, there's so much shit that's going on behind this that we don't know about. But you can't change him. If that's how he chooses to live, that's how he's going to choose to live. My father's 75. I believe that his wife is a few years younger than him. And he was around her. He was around my cousin. He has a worker who's in his 60s. Nobody else got it. So how highly contagious is this? You know, I don't know. I think that we're being lied to. I really do. And I hate to say this, but the fucking media that lies, I don't care what channel it is. Journalists are supposed to report the facts. It should all be taken down. All of it, because this is crazy. I mean, this is what it's doing to people. I mean, and is the risk, I mean, my sister-in-law knows somebody who passed away from it, and she was relatively young, but she was very sick with lupus, and she had lupus her whole life. So did she really die from the lupus? I mean, you know what I mean? And it's making people crazy. Sister, what's he feeling towards our connection today? This guy, he's such a mess. It's like it comes up with bitchy energy, but then it comes up with loving and caring energy. And then the love cup is full. So he feels good today. But there's still this shit, this bitchiness around him. Sharp energy. It's crazy. Sue, how will my application cycle go this year? It should go well. It's work, but it brings in choices. You should be fine. You should have choices. Ma, or M.A., what's next between him and I? You may have an argument. You could have happiness come out around this situation. It's going to take time. Sun is in reverse. But next, you could have an argument. Gabby, will the Hills contact lead anywhere? Okay, let's see. Got a 70% chance, yes. My dad has got a lizard that's been living in his garage since before he bought the house. And my dad doesn't care. He's like, oh, he eats bugs. He calls him, what does he call him? Harry. That's what he calls him, Harry. But my dad's really careful not to let the cat go anywhere near these lizards because the cat will kill them. Now Harry's got somebody else. The guy's wife comes in now, and now they have other ones. So my father really tries to keep the cat away from the lizards, but doesn't tell us about this. And my brother goes into the garage to use the laundry, and he comes out with his shorts, and he like sat in something wet. He comes out with his shorts in his hands, and his face is like pale white. And my father's like, what is wrong with you? Why aren't you using the washing machine? And he's like, there's a big lizard in there. My father was like, he isn't going to hurt you. That's Harry. My brother was like handing him the shorts, and he had to go in and do the. Oh, what a wimp. MA, general for the weekend. You may have a little anxiety this weekend, or you may be feeling a little bit betrayed by something or someone. You could be spending time by water, near water, or around water, or, because it's general, that card could also mean leaving something in the past that no longer works, heading on to greener pastures. Looks like you may feel like you have a long road ahead of you this weekend. You could be spending time with a Taurus and possibly time with a Libra. Before the end of the weekend, you should feel like you're starting a transformation, personal transformation. Miss Ronnie, is the aura cleansing candle working? Yes. Yeah, it's working. Excellent. April. Had a long talk with Greg the Cancer last night. He seems genuine and very interested. What do you see? Okay. Could be a stable relationship. You could get a new beginning. I would give it a chance. You may feel undecided about him, but he's interested in you. Give it a chance. See how it goes. I think he's genuinely interested. You may not be as interested in him, which I think is good. Somebody once said that to me. It's always better when the other person's a little bit more into you than you are them. MA, how is he feeling about me today? He feels that you are, well, he feels that you're loving and kind, but you've got anxiety around the situation, or there may be anxiety around the situation. He feels a little bit burdened by this situation. I don't know what's going on here, but he feels that you're loving, kind, sincere, grounded, down to earth, and passionate, but there's also anxiety around him. Yeah, I got caught in a fake news story once with our local news. I got caught, well, once I was really on the news. That's a different story, but this is what happened. So it's like, this is what I mean. Like, this is why they should be shut down. Channel 12 News. I get a letter in the mail from Senator Carlucci or whoever he is. This was years ago, saying that New York State was holding funds that were in my name. And I had to go to the library on such and such a date to claim my funds. So I'm like, oh, that's weird. So I called up his office and I asked if the letter is legitimate. And they were like, yeah, if you go to the library and you have ID, you'll get your money or whatever. So let me just tell you that I go to the library, which the town that the library is in, I mean, it's a busy section of town, but it's not this busy. The traffic light, I mean, I must have sat at the light while the light changed for like 20 minutes. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And when I got to the library, there were no spots. You couldn't park on any side streets. You couldn't park in the deli place. You couldn't park in the convenience store. I had to walk forever to get to the library. And I'm like, this is crazy. What the fuck is going on here? So now there are all these like old people with walkers, people that couldn't get there themselves, needed to be escorted. And this is I guess it's like the biggest library in the county. Huge library, like 4 floors. And when I opened the door, I'm not even kidding you, the line started here and went all the way up, all the staircases, up into some room upstairs where I was online for hours. And there were people that were online too, people that had taken off work, people that had couldn't drive themselves, people that came in from New York City, like people, like I couldn't even tell you. And how long this was going on for was crazy. So by the time I got into the room to talk to the people, do you know what they did? They gave me a card with a website on it where I could put my name in. And if New York State was holding funds, I could submit to them my birth certificate and they would send me the money. But they wouldn't tell me how much the amount was. So you don't know whether or not it's worth it to go through this. Like it could be $12 or it could be $50,000. You don't know. They won't tell you. So I was like really fucking annoyed. So I left. I filled out the paperwork. It wound up being $100 from the vitamin shop. I don't know why they owed me that money, but that's what it was. Anyhow, that night, News 12 did a segment on the senator. I think he was a senator. They sent out all this stuff. And they literally showed bookkeepers counting out funds. It looked like people were actually getting handed cash. There was no cash in that library. Nobody got anything more than I did, which was a card with a website on it, which could have come through the mail like the letter did and saved us all that trouble. Now, for me, it wasted my time. I didn't take off work. I was off that day. But what about everyone else? What about these old people waiting in line for 5 or 6 hours? And the news made it look like we were standing there getting cash in our hands. And that's not what happened. That is not what happened at all. The woman behind me wasn't going to be able to claim it because her name was on it with somebody who died and she would need their death certificate. And how are you going to get somebody else's death certificate? Crazy. So anyhow, that's how good the fucking media is. Sue, will Samantha give my mom her desired hours? Okay, let's see. Not right away. I don't think she gives them right away. It might take some time for her to get what she wants. MA, will my ex try to get back with me? Not now. What's coming up now is a tower moment, which is some kind of a disaster. Sharp energy around this situation and like you have a long road ahead of you. I don't think that this person is interested in getting back together at this point. MA, when will he contact me? The Joker, sometime before the end of the year. The Joker is New Year's Eve. You probably don't have to wait that long, but it could be some time. Let me go back up to the top. MEHAC 503, finances for August and September. Okay, you got that sun in reverse, which happiness is coming out. It's just taking time. You may feel a little bit disappointed in your finances, but I think overall things are getting better. Slowly but surely, you got some good karma coming in. You have some money coming in. It shows that you're still worried about money, but they're improving. Finances are improving. Nav, what will Amen, the Sagittarius energy be when he reaches out? Is he going to be genuine? He may be very relaxed, like laid back. I think he'll be genuine, but I think he's going to be kind of like chill. MA, general. listen to your intuition. You may be paying off a debt, a loan, a bill, whatever it is. It makes you feel relief. Ace of Pentacles, you could have a new job opportunity, and there may be celebration coming in around the job opportunity. Feeling a little bit more like peace is coming back to your life, and feeling prepared for your life to move forward. Walking away from things that no longer serve you, it keeps you from holding yourself back. You start to move forward. MA, is he dating someone? Well, I'm not 100% sure he's dating anyone, but it looks like he is moving on. He's got a water sign around him, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, but I don't see a love connection right now. But his intentions right now are moving forward. That's what he's doing. There's a water sign around him, but it doesn't look like it's a love connection. It may just be a friend. Cinnamon, when will I be moving in my own place, and how do I move my energy on to make that happen for me? Okay, stuff like this, I feel like the law of attraction is great for, because it's doable, right? It's part of it is in your control, and part of it is calling in the opportunity. This fall, 3 of spades. Could be within the next 3 months. The spades would be sometime this fall. So if you want to move to a new place, like, for example, when I wanted to, before I bought this Beetle, my last Beetle, I'd never owned a new car. I always had used cars. And what I would do, I know it sounds so stupid, sounds so ridiculous, but it works. I'd come over to the window, and in my parking spot, I would envision the Beetle, and that's what I did. Now, buying the car, I mean, it's in your, like, that's something that you're capable of doing, right? It's not, you don't have to hope the car likes you, and is the car going to call me back? No. It's like, I want a new car, so I'm going to focus my energy on getting what I want. So you don't have to worry about any of the details. Like, you don't have to worry about how am I going to come up with the money? How am I going to do this? That doesn't matter. It'll all fall into place. Just imagine yourself in your own home. So whatever it is, like, say you want a living room. I don't know why this came to mind. A sunken living room. You know how you have steps down, and when you get down there, this is just what I popped up in my head. I see like a champagne colored plush rug, and in front of it is like a fireplace, but there's like steps down to it. So if this is what I wanted, I would imagine myself sitting in the middle of the living room, looking at the fireplace, maybe having a beer or whatever, and feeling like, feeling happy, feeling content, feeling like I'm at home. So focusing your energy on that will bring you to a place like that. Even if it doesn't work out exactly the way you want it to, even if, you move into a place and the rug is blue, it's still like, it's the feeling that you want to create. And putting your energy there will help to bring you there. And it's something like, it's not trying to manipulate somebody else. It's not trying to force anything. It's something that's doable. You can have a place like this. You can get there, just like I could get the car. I feel like that stuff is really easy working with the law of attraction, because you just think about it. Is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. Why isn't it possible? People rent apartments all the time. People buy cars all the time. Like, that kind of stuff I think is really great to work with the law of attraction. Even if you're in the shower, close your eyes and, imagine yourself being in your new bedroom. And if you want to live alone, or if you want to have a roommate, you can imagine what the bathroom looks like and how it would feel to, like, be living on your own. I feel like law of attraction is great for that kind of shit. Where am I? Sarah. Does any Aquarius still think about me? We were close friends, but don't talk anymore. Does she hate me? Okay. She doesn't hate you. She definitely still thinks about you. And you guys could still be friends. There's success around this situation. M.A., what was the reason he ended things? He didn't tell you? He didn't give you a reason? Okay, let's see what the cards say. He felt like the timing was bad. Bad timing. He felt like he had anxiety around the situation. He felt a little bit smothered. He felt like it wasn't really going anywhere. He felt like it kind of inhibited his ability for work or school or whatever it is he does all day. Like he wasn't putting enough effort in other areas of his life. He felt a little suffocated. And he had choices and he wanted to explore other things. He felt like it held him back. But I don't know, he should have told you something. Sarah, when will I get into a relationship? Might not be until the spring. The month of June may be hot, but the hearts would be sometime this spring. So it could be like March, or it could be, 6 could be in 6 weeks, but I think that's too soon. I don't think it's going to happen that fast. Oh, yeah, that's good. The living in Pinterest. Pinterest is excellent because it's almost like an electronic vision board. Lena, any love coming my way? Yes, being at the right place at the right time will bring in an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You may be undecided about this person, but things could move forward quickly if you give it a chance. Listen to your intuition. You're not going to hold yourself back. You got an earth sign coming in. I think that you're going to take them up on their offer. Finances. Get some justice coming in around your finances. Things could change for the better quickly for you with your finances. If you've been anxious, let go of the anxiety. It's only going to bring more anxiety. Things start to move forward. You have a new business or job opportunity coming in. Phantom. Do I have any blockages in achieving my goals? You're pretty clear. The only thing is that just be careful that you don't hold yourself back. Otherwise, you seem to be pretty clear of blockages. I mean, everyone's got their thing. I think the biggest block that people have is thinking that something isn't possible, whatever it is. Like, say, you know, do you think that I'm going to be a pro athlete? Like, no, I don't think that I'm going to be a pro athlete. I don't think that. I don't think that's possible for me. But there are things that are possible, but yet we still think that they're impossible. So think about it. Whenever you come to, you know, you're thinking along the lines of achieving something, think about whether or not you feel like it could be possible. Like, is it possible that I learned how to cook? Yes, that's possible that I learned how to cook. That's possible. I mean, I'm not naturally a good cook, but I can learn. So, you know, if you kind of like weigh what's possible versus what's impossible, it kind of broadens your horizons a little bit. I feel anyway. That's what's helped me. Avartika, why is the Cancer person holding back so much? Cancers always hold back. They're afraid. They won't admit it, but they are. They feel out of balance. They feel unlucky. They feel like a disaster. They're very self-protective. That's just the nature of the Cancer. They come off, they have a very hard outer shell. They're soft on the inside, and they don't like people to know that. This person will come forward more when they feel more secure. Nina, any significant relationship coming my way or dating someone long term? Yes, could be this fall. It might be Cancer. So once again, if you meet a Cancer and they're a little distant, that's just how they are. Empress. Would it be a good idea to reach out to my ex-boyfriend? Okay. I get a 70% chance it's a good idea, but I also get that it's going to reopen a wound. So you may want to rethink it. You may reconnect with this person just to find out that nothing has changed. April. Jason is a Cancer too. Do you think he's holding back because he's not sure? It's possible, but you've known him for a while, haven't you? Well, I get a 33% chance that that's why. So it may be a mixture of things. I would still express to him exactly how you feel and, you know, see what happens there. I don't think there's anything wrong with telling somebody how you feel. SS, working, RD and G. How will the manager C feel about my performance? They should feel really good because you have a new beginning, a new journey. They may give you something else, paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, no longer feeling stuck in the mud, and feeling a little bit more financially stable. They should be pretty impressed by it. Fluid, general reading. General reading for fluid. Life starts to move forward quickly. You've got good karma coming in around you. No longer feeling like the weight of the world is on your shoulders and you're leaving in the past behind negativity, regret, whatever it is. Life moves forward quickly for the better. Change is quick too. Feeling much more balanced, feeling perseverant. Four of Wands is always positive. It could be a current relationship moves to the next level. It could be upgrading your home, redecorating your home, spending time around the home, whatever it is. Four of Wands is always positive. You also may be starting a creative project of some type, and you have cause for celebration coming in around a relationship of some type. Three of Pentacles is usually a business relationship, but it doesn't have to be, especially in a general reading. Linnea, does the Pisces love me? There are feelings here for sure, but I can't say that he's in love at this point. Mia, when will the Pisces come forward with love? It's possible sometime in the fall. Mona, oh, welcome. What intentions of M towards me? Okay, what are M's intentions towards Mona? He may be a little undecided at this point. He's not exactly sure, but it looks like he comes forward or you guys spend time together because he feels a little bit of relief around the situation. He may not know exactly what he wants out of this, but he's curious enough to Like there's enough interest there for him to start something, whether, I don't know what your situation is. You may start talking, you may start hanging out. He may not know exactly what it is he wants yet, but he's curious enough to open the door a little bit. Mm, got through a lot of these guys already. Okay, Sangita, is there any possibility of getting married to a Nick? Okay, let's see. You got a 33% chance of marrying him. Yeah, there's a chance. Nina, why didn't my brother and his girlfriend congratulate me when I passed my test? They're just inconsiderate. I don't know. Did they know that you passed? It just seems like they're either inconsiderate or wrapped up in themselves and a little insensitive. Honestly, I don't think that they think it bothered you, or it's not even something that they're thinking about. Dolly, want to know my career? I want to be a YouTuber. You should do it. Just do it. Like something like YouTube. Like, you don't need to manifest YouTube. I mean, really, right? You just have to do it. You have to put effort in. If you put effort into it, it'll be successful. My personal opinion is to make things simple so that it's not like a hard thing to do. You know, like some people fuck around with like lighting and like theatrics, and I just don't think all that's necessary. When someone has a long intro, I don't even want to see it. I fast forward through it because it annoys me. But if you want to be a YouTube, then just start it. Like, there's no reason why you shouldn't. Give it a shot. You just have to put effort into it. That's it. It's a great platform for people to express themselves in any way. Whatever it is that you do, you can do it on YouTube. Nicole, well, I passed my exam in September. I think you're going to pass. Yeah, I think that you're going to pass. I think I'm at SS. Wait a minute, I don't see it. Oh, there we go. Is things over between me and B? Does he have feelings for me? Aren't you dating somebody else? I don't see you with this guy. This isn't the guy that I was just reading the other day, right? This is somebody else. Yeah, I don't see you back with this guy or with this guy. I don't know if this isn't the Cancer, right? This guy looks like somebody who's just looking to hook up with people. He doesn't look like he's out for a relationship. Lovers is in reverse. I don't know. I don't think that this guy, it's happening with this guy. Chels, when and what's next for work? Okay, I don't know what you do for work, so I can't tell you like the field that you're going to be in, but I can tell you when. It should be in October, the month of October, and let's see. Things change quickly for the better. If you're not working now, you get something. If you are working now, you either get something with more money, more potential, or more room for growth, or something more stable. There's strength around you coming in. Walking away from things that no longer serve you puts you in a better place. And being at the right place at the right time doesn't hurt either. You're not holding yourself back. You're moving forward with career. Career, work, jobs, whatever it is. Mustafa, my question is, how will Miriam respond to my love letter? She still hasn't responded, and it's been almost a week. Okay. I think she's just making you wait. Um, yeah, she's making you wait. You have happiness here, so it's going to work itself out. She just may be making you sweat it out. Um, you got success coming in around the situation, strength coming in around the situation, things changing for the better quickly. Give her some time. She's just trying to make you sweat it out. What's going on in B's love life? Is he with someone? Okay, let's see. There is somebody around him, but this guy doesn't come up as somebody who wants relationships. He comes up as the kind of guy that wants to hook up and fool around, but he doesn't. I don't think he's in a relationship with this person. Sun is in reverse. So, I mean, he could have happiness, but I don't think that he even wants it. I think he just wants to fool around. Um, yeah, he could be. He could have an Earth sign around him: Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Um, This says, I was with B last year. I'm dating a Cancer, but B is just running through my head. I feel really mixed. But were you with him in a relationship, or were you just hooking up with him? Because it looks from the cards like this guy is not interested in having a relationship with anybody. I mean, I don't want to be crass, but that's what the cards show. Like, he's like a good time Charlie kind of guy. So, I mean, and it would make sense because people tend to get hooked on things that, I hate to say it, they can't have, or that, you know what I mean. Like, trust me, this guy comes off like he's the kind of guy that could be like hook up, fuck around, but he doesn't come off like the kind of guy that wants to be in a relationship. Or if he was in a relationship, he doesn't put in a lot of effort. He's just kind of there. And then that's like the nature of the beast. It's like, as somebody, once again, it always comes back to us. So what's going on inside me that makes me attracted to this kind of person? Because on the day when this guy shows up and wants to be with me, it temporarily heals a wound that's deep inside me. The guy that's there with you every day, he doesn't do it. He doesn't do it. That's why you're still asking about the first guy. It's unfortunate that this is how humans are. As animals, this is how we are. I mean, I don't know if it goes back to the fucking apple, Adam eating the apple or whatever the hell happened, but it seems like we're always after the forbidden fruit. And that's, you know what I'm saying? Now, who the hell knows? Like, I'm not a Bible thumper, but maybe the Bible was written because that's how humans are. I don't know, but it just seems like the person that heals the wound is the person that we can't have. That's why we're attracted to them. Once the internal wound gets healed, we don't want that person anymore. They become very unattractive. Like anybody in the past, like I wouldn't go back to any of my exes. Cappy, love reading. Things change for the better quickly. All 9 cups are full, which means, you have a wish, 9 cups. Put it out into the universe. If you're not with anyone right now, you've got the Hermit here, which is a Virgo, comes in, and it could be a very stable relationship on the horizon. It also looks like you have a Pisces. Walking away from things that no longer serve you, push your love life forward towards greener pastures. Somebody from your past will be returning. It doesn't have to be part of the love thing. This just may be at the same time I ran into my best friend from high school, I started dating Charlie, like that kind of a thing. Or it could be I ran into Charlie from high school and started dating him. So there's a couple different ways it could work out, but it looks like you're no longer holding yourself back, which is a good thing. Nana, general. Wait a minute, did I skip anyone? Hang on. Oh, I didn't. I skipped a couple of people. Hang on. R10. What does my ex-boyfriend want from me? Is there love? Love cup here is run out. It looks like you could have a long road ahead of you with this person. I don't know what they're trying to do right now because they come up as being a little bit disrespectful. 6 of Pentacles is in reverse and there's arguments. So I don't know if you're in contact with this person and they're like looking to hang out. If they're looking to hang out, they may be looking to hook up or something like that. But I don't see a love connection happening at this moment. Gifted angel, should I make a YouTube channel? And if so, when? Now. And not a day later. Just do it. The biggest problem that people have is that they don't do it. Or they don't stick to it. Denise, love. If you're not with anyone right now, you've got a fire sign coming in. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. The Fool. You have a new journey starting. Justice. Good karma comes in around you. Being at the right place at the right time could bring in opportunities. Listen to your intuition. If for some reason you have this like hankering for like ice cream at 10 o'clock at night, go for it because it may be some kind of divine intervention. Nana, general. Three of Cups. You got something to celebrate coming up. You may be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, that comes in out of the blue. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. You got some good luck coming in. Feeling much more respected around work, school, or whatever it is that you do all day long. And you may even have a new beginning around school, work, jobs, or whatever. Sonia, what do the cards say about me? If someone makes a reading on me, what would show up or describe me? Oh, okay, that's interesting. Let's see. They would describe you as being a little anxious, possibly a little bit insecure, but very smart, incredibly intelligent, hardworking, grounded, down to earth, passionate, forward moving, spiritually connected, kind, loving, and stable. Ladybug. Oh, damn, I don't remember. Anybody know if I did one for Ladybug? Oh, I didn't do this one. What does Sagittarius think of me? Nah, I didn't do that. Sagittarius thinks that you are intelligent, happy, kind, attractive, loving, love, money, abundance, fertility, prosperity, abundance. Be careful if you don't want children, but it doesn't get better than that when you ask how somebody feels about you. Babicha. What actions the Pisces will take towards me? The Pisces may be taking some time away right now. It looks like they're walking away and they're moving forward with their life. So just be careful. You may not hear from this person for some time. They may need to explore things a little bit. 8 of Cups, walking away from something. 6 of Swords is moving on to new things. Kiki. What's Zach thinking of? Mel, yeah, you could close and thank you. I just heard the rattle in there. She's probably waking up. Kiki, what's Zach currently thinking? He's a little anxious, but you're going to hear from him. 6 of Cups brings him back. Love, money, abundance, fertility. You're going to be at the right place at the right time. You may run into him somewhere. I mean, you could run into him somewhere with that card. Lover's card. He's thinking about contacting you. I wouldn't be surprised if the two of you ran into each other. Shells, do you see Sagittarius, Sag revealing love in Sag season? Okay, let's see. You got a 70% chance, yes. Where's Zara today? I just realized she's not here. Ruby, does A still love me? No communication. There are feelings here. This person cares for you. I'm not seeing a whole lot of love right now, though. This person may need a little space. Archie. What does R expect from me? Is he done with me or wants me to reach out? I think he wants you to reach out. Can't hurt to reach out once. And if you don't get a response or it doesn't go your way, then you get the hell out of there. Sarah. If I apply to the 12-month contract, do I have a chance of getting it? You do. And you may also get a lot of respect along with it. I would go for it. Oh, Sarah, that's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll do Virgo, baby. General love. Your love life is growing and transforming, and you're going to have choices. Passion comes in. So does success. If you're not with anyone right now, look out for an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You also have a Libra here. The Chariot. Your love life is moving forward. You're no longer holding yourself back. Love life moves forward nicely. Oh, thank you, Denise. Thank you so much. Mel, relationship reading for C and R. Okay, interesting. The first card that comes up is good luck. And 6 of Pentacles. I like that when it comes to a relationship because it's two people that are equally doing work. It also looks like the 10 of Cups is in reverse. They could be heading towards happiness. They're not there yet. That's okay. The only thing that makes me nervous is the Hermit in reverse. Hermit in reverse is, it's doing something you know you shouldn't do. You do it anyway, but you don't tell anybody because you don't want to hear it. Justice is in reverse around them, and the Fool is in reverse, which also makes me nervous because Fool in reverse is feeling like the cat got let out of the bag. It's out, and you can't take it back. So when you can't take it back, now listen, if one person did something to the other person and it's out and they're dealing with it and they choose for their relationship to move forward, I'm okay with that. But if there may still be some trouble around this, which is fine because it looks like their relationship's going to move forward anyway. She knows about it and she wants to work on it. But the Fool in reverse, it's exposed. He can't take it back. She's got to deal with it. She may be prepared to deal with it. You know why? He says the right things. She's going to have choices. She feels burdened by this situation. It makes her feel anxious. This guy says and does the right thing. She's got to be careful with the Empress that she doesn't get pregnant. Only because I hate to say it, sometimes people are brought together to have a child, and that's that's what's supposed to happen. But it looks like he says and does the right things after he gets caught. He puts in the effort, but then he goes back to his old behavior. So it's going to have to be the kind of thing where she either decides she's okay with it, or she's going to have to end things. Because this guy, he's pretty good with talking himself out of it. He really knows what to say. He knows how to lay it on thick. No. Ah. SS, currently I'm with a Cancer, but I don't want to screw that up because of B. He just runs through my mind, trying not to think about him because I know he's more interested in hookup instead of a relationship. Well, right. Okay. So the low self-esteem issue for people in general will always call in situations that question our self-esteem. All of us. So the forbidden fruit, the guy that only wants to hook up, putting up with less than you deserve, all those people. And myself has been included in that. I'm no different than anyone else. I've done it. Let me tell you something. My biggest fear in the world is driving in the snowstorms. I hate it. I will do anything to avoid driving in a snowstorm. One night, A&P never closes. Never closes. Bad snowstorm. 10 o'clock at night, the store closes. My manager sends me home. Tells me get home safe. I get home, shaking, trembling, hate driving in the snow. Gary fucking calls. And what happens? He says to me, well, if you don't come here, I'm going to come to you. I was afraid that he had been drinking. I was afraid that the weather was bad. So this asshole gets in the car in a fucking snowstorm and goes to see him because that's what he wanted. There is no bigger asshole in the world than me. All right. So if I've done it and I sat there with him, I don't know how long we were together, but it was snowing and I was anxious, but I was still there. And then you know what he says to me when I left? He said, make sure that you drive home very slow. Well, gee, thank you. Drive home real slow. Go like dumb slow. Yeah. How about I go a dumb ass? This is what I'm saying. So when you have more self-esteem and you think higher of yourself and you put yourself in situations where that's not an option at driving around in a snowstorm because somebody else wants a booty call. I mean, really? Yeah, he's been cheating through the whole relationship. Yeah, it may be time for her to, get out. It amazes me how many women that I know or that I've read for that they'll make excuses, she came on to him or she's a whore. It takes two to tango. It takes two to tango. Why would you want to be with somebody who's not faithful to you? Why would you want to be with, there is no excuse for that. But people do it. There are some women that just don't want to be alone. They don't care. I worked with a woman like that. I mean, this guy treated her horrible. He would go on vacations without her. He retired really early. I think he came from money and he retired really young, and he would go away without her. If she was coming home from work early, she would have to call him to tell him that she was coming home early. Why? Why? Because somebody else was there and she didn't want to catch him. She didn't want to have that happen. And she used to say all the time to me, Danny, there are some people that just can't be alone. Like, that's what she used to say to me. Funny, she was the same person that would always be curious as to when everybody else was getting married. But, you know, anyway. All right, I will be on later tonight. And I will see you guys later. I think that she doesn't want to end this relationship. That's what I'm thinking. She may eventually, but I don't know that the time right now she's ready to do it. It's, you know, a self-esteem thing. All right, I'll see you guys tonight. Thank you.